in program history. And we are underway in round 2. Molly Phillips. That one batted out of play, and Texas takes the opening point.
And Texas already testing libero Uluave, who's usually really good at committing to her base, and that's really Phillips trying to see what she can get away with.
Now keep in mind, barring an upset at Stanford this weekend, this will be the final match in this arena for the 5 seniors, including Asia O'Neal and Molly Phillips. O'Neal there with the block. Asia O'Neal 22 blocks in her last 2 matches, but the Mustangs get their first point of the night.
Great coverage on Shamay's first hit into the block. Again, that hit probably would have been a kill yesterday, but she changed up her shot, read Asia O'Neal's hands, and got that tool.
SMU 26-6 on the year. They won the American Athletic Conference, going 18-1 in conference play. O'Neal denied. Texas takes the point, up by 1.
Yesterday, Texas struggled early on in finding that fast gear that Jared Elliott says his team has to have. And right now, they look physically confident. They're playing well. They're finding their shots. Everything's looking good so far.
They faced a team last night in Texas A&M that was 10th in the nation in blocks percent. A little bit different matchup tonight. SMU comes in 73rd in the country in blocks percent. Asia O'Neal, that one out of play. And we're tied at 2.
And a great hit by Purdue. Not the hardest hit, not the most physical attacker, but she's smart. She's going to use the hands in front of her in her favor.
SMU hasn't lost a match in 61 days. In their final year in the American Athletic Conference, winning the conference title. That one off the tape. Swindle. Asia O'Neal sliding over for the point.
Great slide by Asia, but watch Swindle. Look how she freezes when she sets. She doesn't even move her legs, her arms. That's how connected she is with Asia O'Neal. And that's a lot to be a freshman quarterback.
How's this for offensive efficiency for Asia O'Neal in her last 2 postseason matches going back to last year? 40 swings, 0 attack errors, and 23 kills. Mustangs setting it up. And touched by Texas. Shamay with the kill.
Right now for SMU, it's the tool. Keep tooling the hands as much as you can until Texas makes an adjustment.
SMU 1-4 all time against the Longhorns. Again, this is their first meeting since 2016. Skinner off the tape and gets the point.
The tape can always help you here and there. Sometimes it's serves, sometimes it's hits. We didn't see too many back row attacks from Skinner tonight. Could be something Swindle was saving for tonight.
Madison Skinner took over the final 2 sets last night in that 20-kill performance. Here's O'Neal. The dig by Asia O'Neal. Jenna Wennis. Back to Wennis they go. Another block. Point Mustangs.
Coverage for Jenna Wennis has to be ready for that deep ball. Make sure there's someone committed in the middle back for those deep blocks, because SMU isn't the tallest team. The timing could make the ball go deeper since they're not as high on the block. SMU
prepped for this time of the year with a very tough non-conference schedule. 5 matchups against ranked teams, including Nebraska. Wennis tools the block that time. Longhorns back up by 1.
Quick adjustment by Wennis, and she was good at that yesterday against the Aggies. If she hit into the block, she changed up her shot, figured it out, and usually got the tool.
Again, the winner of this one will head to the regional semifinals, most likely in Stanford, barring an upset there. Ella Swindle, she had a double-double in her first career postseason match last night. SMU coming right back, neck and neck early on with the defending national champions. There is Sam Erger. What a job she has done, the AAC Coach of the Year in just her second season. 48 wins in 2 years. Halter. Pushed over by Phillips. Swindle sets Molly Phillips. Caught fire to end the regular season, hitting about .450 over the final month. Jared Elliott in his 23rd year, two-time national champ, 9-time Big 12 Coach of the Year. Here's Carissa Barnes. Charging in is Chimay. She was a star last night, gets the point there.
Big approach by Chimay. She looked to be a little early. I thought she would have been late on the ball, but she has that hang time to where she can make adjustments in the air.
This is a talented SMU team that features the American Athletic Conference Player of the Year, Setter of the Year, Libero of the Year, and Coach of the Year. Here is Casey Batenhorst, the Houston native, 31 aces, make it 32.
Perfect ace by Batenhorst, and it's no secret, they want to take Maddie Skinner out. It starts with serve receive. Try and get an ace off her. You got to avoid Carissa Barnes and Emma Halter seam.
Again, this is just the third year in program history that SMU has made it into the NCAA postseason, but the service error allows Texas to tie it up. Sam Erger talking things over with Batenhorst again. Coach of the Year, Player of the Year. I mean, just an incredible performance by the Mustangs, who have won 16 in a row. Chimay off the block. Halter. Here's Skinner. Point, Texas. Longhorns by 1.
Hard tool by Skinner. She was literally using all the momentum, flying in forward, and saw the hands just off the net a little bit of SMU and decided to go with that tool, taking the cut shot.
The two-time national champion, 3-time All-American, and most recently named Big 12 Player of the Year, Skinner. Chimay missed. Point, Texas. 9-7.
Air by Chimay, but that was a great air. Huge swing. A little out of system, but still hitting hard. I like that spot. She pulled in a little bit more.
Crowd starting to get a little boisterous here early on. Oluwabe. Chimay. Again with the error.
Another error for Chimay. Again, a purposeful error, trying to take a little bit off and go for that deep corner shot. Right now, what she needs is some confidence.
4-0 Texas run. Longhorns hitting .545 right now. Ace, Emma Halter. 5-0 run, and SMU will call a timeout. Halter season has gone on. And when your best players are at their best in the biggest matches, like last night, Texas is pretty unstoppable. Emma Halter, back-to-back aces. 6-0 Texas run. Longhorns the second best serving team in the Big 12 in their last year in the conference. Chimay. Able to tool the block.
Chimay, who had back-to-back hitting errors, I said she just needs some confidence. And I like what she responded with. Not a tip or a roll, going for that hard shot, trusting her arm and getting that tool.
Texas comes in as the second best blocking team in the nation, averaging nearly 3%. Here's Skinner denied. SMU charging back. It was going to be interesting to see how they would respond here in Austin. After that 6-0 run, they're within 3.
Block completely in system for SMU. Look at the hands going back into the middle of the court, making sure it doesn't fall back when contact is made.
Swindle tipped up by O'Neal and out of play. Texas somehow ends up with the point.
Great hustle by SMU, but Asia O'Neal just doing what she does, which is read the court in front of her. One of her talents is reading the defense and making sure she keeps it in play. But she saw those blockers were not even in the air. they were not connected whatsoever, decided to go right for them.
Just like they drew it up, O'Neal with a couple of kills. Now here's Kayleigh Akana, 27 aces throughout her career in the postseason. O'Neal. Akana. Skinner with the point.
Skinner is so physical that if it's a tight ball and the blockers aren't up against you, she's going to put that ball right down. She has that length, that reach, and she has the power even when she's not hitting the ball.
What do you make of the physicality of SMU compared to the team Texas played last night, the Aggies?
Texas A&M is very physical. Their blockers are big, they're strong, they have long arms, and SMU is as well, but not as much as Aggies.
Madison Skinner on the attack. Oluwave. Purdue unable to get the point. They go to her again. Pushes it far, diving in. Sliding was Barnes. Skinner hammers one. That is in.
Amazing volley for both SMU and Texas, but again, Skinner putting it right down the line. The first time she's chosen line so far tonight. But again, she reads the block in front of her, and she's going to avoid the hands every single time.
If this is any indication, SMU is going to have their hands full with Madison Skinner, hitting .571 so far in the first set. Shanae Barnes.
Great dig.
More Skinner.
Right now, SMU is struggling with the tips from Skinner, especially the power tips. But what a dig from Clarissa Barnes, former Southland Conference Libero of the Year, 4 years in a row, and doing good things here at Texas.
Texas has 11 kills tonight. Skinner has 6 of them. 10-2 Longhorns run. Chimay answers with the point. It's funny, you talk about all the accolades and awards for this team. Chimay did not get one of them, but she has been terrific at the beginning of this match, at least carrying the team offensively now with 5 kills, and we talked about what she did last night in the win. 14 kills, 11 digs, hit .480 against Texas State. Skinner off the block. Madison Skinner and O'Neal. And final would be played here.
Never know what's going to happen in the postseason, Alex.
We've had some upsets already. As we said, 3 7 seeds lost last night. We had FSU lose to TCU just moments ago tonight, the 6th seed. Melanie Parra and the Horned Frogs pulling off the upset. Ready to resume play here in Austin. Swindle with the dump. The freshman getting it done.
And Swindle wasn't scared of the attempts to dumps last night. You can see her already really comfortable early in this set, going for the dump. And again, she has offense of her own.
In her first career postseason match last night, Swindle had 35 assists, 10 digs, and 6 blocks. This got a hand on Akana. SMU ends up with the point.
It was a great up by Akana. It looked like Skinner just might have slipped. Got off balance.
Emma Clothier, the 2-time All-American, what an addition she has been coming over from FSU. Named the AAC Player of the Year. Chimay serving, and that one caught Halter. Ace for the Mustangs.
That ace on halter is not something that you see often, if really ever, and that shows you how confident of a server Chimay is, going right for the Texas Libero. Not sure to happen twice in a row, but you might as well go for it.
One of the numerous transfers SMU brought in Chimay, but delivers the service error there. They have hit the portal hard over the past 2 seasons, bringing in players who ended up being the Conference Player of the Year, Libero of the Year, and Setter of the Year. Texas by 7. O'Neal serving. Clothier O'Neal unable to get the pancake. 6-point set.
Great decision by Clothier. When Emma Halter is out and O'Neal is left back, hitters are going to go for the left back. They're going to punish the middle for being back row, and SMU has to take advantage of that rotation.
A few years ago, Clothier had one of the greatest seasons in Florida State history, hitting .483. Wennis on the attack. Clothier sliding over. Swindle behind her, Bergmark. Texas will try it again. This time it's Wennis putting away the point.
Great line hit by Wennis. She was really pulled into the middle of the court. I thought she would have gone cross. And the fact that she was able to literally turn her shoulders that much and go line shows you she's doing a good job at reading across the net.
Couple of kills so far for Wennis. Just missing Ella Swindle with a service error. It was interesting listening to her post-match press conference last night, giving all the credit to Asia O'Neal, Madison Skinner. Had a few nerves early, we saw last night, but in general, a tremendous opening match for her in the postseason. Swindle. Halter. The point for SMU.
Texas called it to the net. When you're up 5 points, it's not as much as a factor, but in the postseason, when the sets get really close, it's points like that that are going to separate teams, especially as you go deeper into the tournament.
Right now, Texas is hitting .458, SMU .280. Jenna Wennis, Purdue was there. The Texas block showing up.
That attempt by Wheeler probably would have been a kill yesterday against Texas State, but she has to adjust to the height that Texas has in front of her. That's where you start to see different shots come out. It was a great approach, great swing, but that block in front of her is much bigger than the one she faced last night.
Texas had double-digit blocks against the Aggies last night, pushed over by Glover. Wheeler with the point. Jamison Wheeler, who finished the regular season with a team-high 345 kills, gets the point.
I really like the response from SMU, and Wheeler just getting blocked. You talk about how she has to learn to get around. She gets the next set, and she gets the kill. That shows you how immediate the response and adjustment from SMU is.
The Austin native Wheeler played at Lake Travis. Hammered home by Bella Bergmark.
Swindle taking advantage of Bergmark being in the front row. That was one of the harder hits Bergmark has had. She's so effective, but you really forget how strong she is. She posts a lot of videos of her in the weight room. She's down and putting that work.
Last night, Bella Bergmark had her most kills in nearly 2 months, 7 against A&M. Charging in, Halter dug it out. Skinner was hustled defensively by SMU. Asia O'Neal swats that one down for the point, 23-16.
Perfect up from Emma Halter, and then Carissa Barnes getting one of her own. But then look at how far off the net Ella Swindle is when she sets that rip. She's nowhere near the net. That shows you how good she is at finding that setting window.
Oh, ace number 3 for Halter.
Another deep floater from Emma Halter. And hitting the net. You always love a good net ace. It's really hard to chase that ball down for the opposite team.
Set point, Texas. And there it is, the Longhorns take set number 1, 25-16. On winners of 16 straight, but running into the defending national champs tonight in their gym. Purdue, what a dig by Emma Halter. But the point goes to SMU to begin the second.
Great dig by Halter. A little too tight on the net for Swindle, but I like the sprawling of the body, platform out. Wasn't a shank, and that would have been a shank for almost anybody else.
Sina Uluwave, the AAC Libero of the Year. Diving in Halter again. Madison Skinner, I mean, right now they have no answer for her.
That hit from Skinner was almost a whiff. It's almost like she didn't even touch it, but look how straight down it still went, even though she wasn't giving it any power. It was all in the cut, dropping her pinky, lifting the thumb, making sure that ball went right down the left.
The scary thing is she's barely breaking a sweat and dominating right now. Oh my goodness, Emma Halter now with a career high 4 aces.
Keep going for the same spot, Emma Halter, until SMU can fix it and adjust the seam. Keep going for it.
Let's see what she does for an encore. Can't win them all. 36 aces on the year now for the sophomore. Well, historically, it's been Kayleigh Akana lethal from the service line in the postseason. So far tonight, it's been her teammate Halter. Skinner again.
Keep feeding Skinner. It's okay that it's not a secret. Until SMU can take shots away, block her or dig her, it doesn't matter that Swindle is continuously going for her.
Up to 8 kills, hitting .538. There is Kayleigh Akana, had 5 aces in the regular season finale. Akana did against Texas Tech. Oh dear, Akana. Nice dig. Skinner pushes it over. Purdue, Asia O'Neal, meet Natalie Purdue.
Textbook block from Asia O'Neal. If you're studying how to block, you have to watch this block. Look at Asia's arms. Where they finish, over the net, facing to the left, doing a crutch in the air. The mechanics are all perfect.
Texas hitting nearly .470 on the night. Clothier punches it up and it drops in.
Clothier doing a nice job at reading the defense, seeing that Halter was ready for that deep hit and making that decision to go right over the block. Good spot.
Clothier 35th in the nation in hitting percentage, hitting .383. Lauren Olinger serving, another transfer. The senior from Boise State. She's been very good, to say the least, from the service line throughout her career. 156 aces, including 1 last night. Nearly got another. They set up Wheeler. Barnes was there. The dump by Swindle. SMU was ready. Back to Wheeler. Swindle. Skinner, another point for the All-American. At some point, there's nothing you can say, and you just have to appreciate her for what she is doing. 65 swings over the first 2 rounds so far of the tournament. 20 kills last night, and 9 so far tonight. Asia O'Neal, Point, Texas.
That overpass was the problem for the Aggies early in the match last night. They continuously overpassed, not just to Texas, but to Asia O'Neal. Got to make sure that ball is off the net.
Again, hard to believe. Last night was Asia O'Neal's first career double-double. Jamison Wheeler. Jenna Wenis emphatically gives Texas the point. Longhorns up by 4.
SMU right back had to have known that Wenis was going line. There was absolutely no blocking in front of her. Watch Wenis, left of your screen. Look how there's no SMU blockers in front of her. They're completely late. They made the wrong read. She had nowhere else to go but line.
Yeah, better matchup for her tonight against SMU. But the 3 kills. Texas was with an ace, and Madison Skinner right now is doing everything for the Longhorns. A timeout by %. Joust. Of course, Asia gets the best of that one.
That is what you call a battle at the net. I'm sure Jermaine loves a good battle at the net from his daughter. And you got to make sure you're the last one standing. That's something you do a lot in practice, and it doesn't happen often in matches. When it does, you love that opportunity. Jermaine
taking this one in, watching his daughter play in this gym for probably the last time in her career. Again, barring an upset at Stanford. O'Neal sliding over again. 10-3 Horns.
Swindle doing a really good job at spreading out the offense. There's rips, there's slides, and that connection is completely there between Swindle and O'Neal.
Asia O'Neal now in her last 3 postseason matches, still 0 attack errors. Skinner. Wabe. Wheeler sends it over. Jenna Wenis tooling the block. Well, everything going Texas's way. Jared Elliott, we said last night he was surprised they had a matchup in the first round against a Power 5 team. That was a very tough matchup. They came into this one prepared after that battle last night.
I was surprised too. You look at the Aggies on paper, not the most impressive conference wins, but really, really good in person.
Texas battle tested. SMU gets the point. 11-4. Again, the Longhorns looking to advance to a regional semi for the 35th time in program history. 18th straight. Jared Elliott looks on as his team hitting .526. Wenis comes flying in for the point.
Statement kill by Wenis. Starting with the approach, but the huge arm swing is what ends that play, absolutely. And going for that seam, she was hitting so hard, there's just nothing that SMU could do about it defensively in the back.
Wenis 5 kills, hitting .444. Again, we thought coming in this would be a better matchup for her. And it has been so far. Charging in from the back row, however, is Nia Chimay.
Chimay showing she can do what Skinner does from the back row as well. That vertical, that reach, literally flying in front of the 10-foot line. Great kill.
So in the future, this battle between these two teams will be an SEC versus ACC matchup. But tonight, for the last time, it's Big 12 versus AAC, American Athletic Conference. Ace by the Mustangs.
Nice ace by Batenhorst. Again, it's all about the seams. When you have that deep float, you want to make sure that the passers don't know whose ball it is. That's why you got to communicate before the serve. Hey, if it's in seam, I got it.
Batenhorst has a couple of aces for the Mustangs, trying to get back in this one. 3 aces for Casey Batenhorst.
And Batenhorst, not just acing, but she's acing Akana, one of the best passers for Texas. And Akana needs to just take over that seam, make sure you're stopped when contact happens.
Batenhorst and Halter have combined for 7 aces. Akana, Swindle. Back to Wenis they go, and another point for Jenna Wenis, kill number 6.
Nice hands by Akana. That's something that a lot of coaches recruit for. When they have a defensive specialist or a libero, they want them to be able to set as well. And a big swing again by Wenis.
Well, listen, we've seen what Skinner and O'Neal have done in big matches. If Wenis gets going, look out. Texas is tough to beat. Swindle serving. Chimay, Rennes. That one missed wide.
SMU starting to take away that shot that was working earlier for Rennes. Rennes still wanting that line to be open, but not enough room to make that fall in.
We saw Jared Elliott give her a breather last night in the first set for Kenna Miller. Remember, that was the first time she has played in the postseason with the Longhorns. Tonight having a strong performance so far, stronger than last night. Tooling the block, Bella Bergmark. Texas, so many weapons. Back up by 6.
And SMU is doing the footwork. The problem on the block is right now their arms. When they're jumping straight up. They're not pressing over the net.
And the size and physicality for Texas, a major advantage in this one. Barnes. Swooping in is Purdue with the point.
Perfect play by Purdue. And not an outside, right to your screen. Look at her come in. Look where she finishes her approach. Her setter's really pulling her in. That's in order to take Texas off the block.
Loave serving, the transfer from Toledo, the AAC Libero of the Year. Had never played libero before transferring over to SMU as an outside hitter. The service error there makes it 15-9. Look who's serving. Chimay puts that one down with ease.
Nice set by Colin. She was all the way to the left front and flicked that ball all the way across the opposite end of the court. That is some strength with the setting.
She's got 7 kills. The Mustangs within 5. Cannot afford to fall down 2-0 to the defending champs, Asia O'Neal.
Nice hustle.
Loave, Purdue off the block. Skinner taps it into the block. Halter was there. Phillips. Purdue again. Diving for it, Madison Skinner. Loave answers for SMU. Purdue pushes it over. Emma Halter flying all over the place. Skinner with the point!
Scrappy play from SMU. Both sides going all out, but when Maddie Skinner is that tight on the net, there's nothing you can do. No one else get this kill but Skinner. Look how tight that ball is. Anyone else would tip or roll shot, not Skinner. She comes down with the hammer.
That felt like a crucial rally in this one. SMU could have pulled within 4. Chimay wide. Texas now up by 7.
Great hit though by Chimay. The power was there. She was going right for the line, barely out. Keep being aggressive. Keep going for your shot.
Texas with 5 aces so far tonight. Chimay tooling the block. She's putting this team on her back.
SMU is so consistent. They're confident. When they make an error, they want the ball back in the same exact spot. And they don't try and trick you. They're still committing to that hard hit, and they're getting it the second time around.
Service error. Mustangs cannot have that happen if they want to get back in this one. Skinner ready to serve for Texas. She's got 10 kills, 3 digs, a block at ace at hitting .529. Akana, Swindle. Nice block by the Mustangs. Rennes pushes it over and it finds the floor.
Even when out of system, Texas is doing great things. and everyone's stepping in. Swindle is covering. Akana is setting. Everyone's doing different jobs. It's working out for them.
SMU came in with the 73rd best block in the nation, blocks per set. Wenis has had strong matches against teams that aren't highly ranked. The block, Texas! Are you kidding me? Longhorns pulling away in set number 2. Six aces for the Horns. 2 by Skinner. Great job by Uluwave from making it 3. Skinner on the other end. Wenis waits for it. Here comes Wheeler. That one wide. Texas by 10, largest lead of the set.
SMU trying to stay aggressive, but O'Neal and Swindle are forcing the Mustangs outsides to hit different shots. The line is taken away for SMU right now.
Texas hitting 453, 300 points higher than SMU. Asia O'Neal and Wenis were there. Wheeler, again the Texas block. The Longhorns dominating right now, Shelby.
Texas is so in system. O'Neal is the guardian of the front row. Nothing is passing her. You've got to keep the ball off the net for SMU.
Texas up to 5 blocks. Asia O'Neal, 5 kills, 4 blocks, hitting 556. Clothier with the point. SMU needed that badly.
Good things happen for SMU when they can run their middles, and Clothier did a really good job at being successful with the slide yesterday. It's a matter of being in system enough to find that fast offense.
Mustangs with 4 aces, 4 service errors. O'Neal. Charging it is Skinner, but SMU earns the point.
Rare double from Swindle. She knew right when that was coming off her hands that ball was a double. Had a little awkward spin, and her and David Hunt have a really good relationship. He's really improved her confidence. That setting window. Good coach for the setters.
Swindle with 19 assists so far tonight after having 35 last night in her postseason debut. Halter unable to get past Wenis in time to save it.
Awkward miscommunication that you don't see often from Texas. Wenis with the first pass, but not able to get out of the way. But she probably can't hear Halter. In this environment, these players literally can't hear each other call each other off the pass.
Today's for SMU. Wheeler. Jenna Wenis. Wenis up to 8 kills, second most on the team tonight.
Wenis using every part of her body to gain that power. Look at her body snap after she hits. Look how far she's bringing in her chest to her knees. That gives her so much power to make that ball cut where it did.
And the confidence for Wenis, who's now hitting 375. O'Neal. Chimay got all that one, but O'Neal was ready. Uluwave. Wheeler. Wenis. Another one. Set point coming up for Texas. What a rebound performance by Jenna Wenis here in round 2. Asia O'Neal serving for the set. And there it is. Fitting that O'Neal caps it off with an ace. Texas 1 set away from advancing. AAC Coach of the Year. Again, they hadn't lost a set since October heading into tonight. But down 2-0. Swindle, Halter, Here is Wheeler. Good rally to begin the third. Skinner ends it by tooling the block. Kill number 11 for Madison Skinner.
Great rally to begin the third. Again, SMU wants to extend the point as long as possible. The attempts were there, the digs were there. But right now, Texas is just that overwhelming.
Texas has 9 points off 12 Emma Halter serves. Again, she has a career high 4 aces tonight. Chimay.
Keep beating Chimay. I really like the smile right now. The body language is there, the confidence. That's what SMU needs, especially this early in the third set.
She's got 23 kills in 2 matches in Austin in the first 2 rounds, but her team in trouble. Tied at 1 here in the third until Molly Phillips unties it again. There's a player down on the floor right now for SMU. Jamison Wheeler, slow to get up. They will check on Wheeler, the Austin native.
And this collision happened because of the cross seams right here. That's what is supposed to happen, not the collision, but the right back, the middle back cutting each other off.
Celia Cullen and Jamison Wheeler colliding. Scary moment there. And they both seem to be okay and get a hand from the crowd here at Gregory Gym.
We talked about it earlier. It's really hard to hear one another in this environment. The postseason Gregory Gym, it is loud, and these players are both putting bodies on the floor. They are going above and beyond, trying to get the ball up. That's the only reason the collision happened.
They both stay in there. Wheeler shaking that one off. Texas up by 1 here in the third set with Kay Leakana serving. The winner moves on to the regional semifinals. Chimay. Skinner tooling the block.
One of the lower sets Swindle has given Skinner this match right now, trying to make Skinner speed up that approach. Didn't work out, but Skinner still got the kill, went for that tip.
Madison Skinner up to 12 kills. Akana, that one just missed.
SMU right now, you have to hold on to that ball as long as possible. Make every rotation extend, 2 points, 3 points. You want your server to keep it as long as possible when you're down like this against Texas.
Olawave. 5 aces so far tonight for SMU. Swindle. O'Neal sliding over. Gets to the point again, hard to believe. This will probably be it tonight for the career of Asia O'Neal, Molly Phillips, Bella Bergmark, Riley Heinrich as well, Carissa Barnes in this gym. And the only way they could host if they go on to win the regional semifinals is if Stanford gets upset. Otherwise, Texas is heading out west. And if they go on to win tonight,
Texas has a bone to pick with Stanford.
One of the Longhorns' 4 losses earlier this year came at the hands of Stanford. Jared Elliott said, we were a completely different team at that point in the year. For injuries they dealt with Asia O'Neal. Madison Skinner was sick as well. They had a brand new freshman setter. A far cry from this team we're watching now.
And a lot of coaches say we were a different team beginning of the year, but he means it. And us covering the Longhorns all season, they have looked so much more relaxed the past few matches. And against Texas Tech, it just showed you they never took their foot off the gas, and that's what's bleeding into the postseason for them.
Ella Swindle, here's Jenna Wenis, who's had a strong night. That continues. Double-digit kills for Wenis, who's hitting better than 400.
Even when the set is in the middle of the 10-foot line for Wenis, she's still so good at making sure she commits to that hard hit.
Asia O'Neal, 1 ace tonight, 103 for her career. Batted over by Purdue, and it falls in between Wenis and O'Neal.
Purdue's done such a good job at changing up her shots. And that's a spark that's being lost for SMU on the court right now, because she is so good at rallying her team and making sure she tests the Texas block.
And a winning stall in there now, the freshman out of San Antonio. 7-4 Longhorns. Ella Swindle ready to serve now for Texas. The Longhorns hitting .477, 7 aces. And siding out at nearly 78%. Set. Texas block was there. How about Celia Cullen? But that one too strong. SMU calling for the touch. Point Mustangs.
I like when you pointed out Celia Cullen, because her sets, she can be anywhere on the floor and make sure there's no spin on the ball and put it in the perfect hitting window. Even her bump passes are right exactly where they need to be.
We haven't talked about her too much. She has been phenomenal. The AAC Setter of the Year. Former transfer from Michigan State, doing a great job for SMU this entire season. Molly Phillips. Wheeler. Emma Halter. Here comes Skinner. Oh, hold on, SMU getting the Mustangs. They have finished the review. And the call has been overturned. Point Texas. It was touched by Clothier.
Yeah, that was a good call. I truly believed it was SMU's point. But then thinking about Clothier touching the ball, I didn't even consider the left back because it was that barely touched. But yeah, she definitely looked like she touched the ball.
And for SMU, what looked like a 1-point set is now a 3-point Texas lead. They took the first set 25-16, the second one 25-14. Here's Barnes. Charging in Chimay, Bella Bergmark stood tall. Wheeler, again Bergmark. Molly Phillips with the point.
Nice kill by Phillips, but the effort is there from SMU. Those attacks would have gotten kills on anybody else besides Texas. The block is just that big. It is so hard to cross them, and once it's on your side, they're gonna get the kill.
And Molly Phillips hit nearly .450 over the final month of the regular season, getting hot at the right time. Chimay, Halter, Bella Bergmark, Jamison Wheeler, point SMU within 3.
Perfect time for a tool from Wheeler. Dropped her pinky, lifted her thumb, just flicked the ball to the left, making sure there's no way that ball dropped in front of her.
And Sam Erger told us she went from touching 10 feet to 10.5 in just a single season.
I like that Coach Erger said, I would refuse to believe that if I didn't actually see the video, the stats, all the paper.
Skinner on the attack. Back the other way, Chimay. And SMU fighting back here in the third set within 2.
10 kills for Chimay. She's really been tested up at the block. She's taken 5 airs, not bad airs. Airs trying to go for the line shots. She's continuing to try and find the correct hit.
Mustangs heading to the ACC after this year. Skinner.
Nice coverage.
Marissa Barnes was there. Skinner, 3 ball. Batenhorst. Chimay again. Texas gets the point.
Frustrating hit for Chimay. That was a great swing, trying to purposely get the tool. And oftentimes, hitters avoid the block or they use the block in their favor, whether it's touching the fingertips, making it go out, or getting the tool. She had the right idea, but Skinner is just that unmatched at the front.
Skinner. Forget about it.
SMU just can't make anything fall. SMU is doing nothing wrong. Texas is just that good. They're gonna dig you. They're gonna get a kill on you. You can give them your best effort. They're still gonna beat you at it.
It's been smiles all night long for Madison Skinner. 24 swings, just one attack error for Skinner. 14 kills. Nice dig by the freshman Swindle. Back to Chimay. Halter. Olawave. Texas gets the point. SMU arguing that one, and will have a challenge from the Mustangs.
D1 school and not figure out their body. Texas has got it all figured out.
Call stands. Confirmed point Texas. Longhorns by 5. Sam Erger not thrilled with the review. Texas wins this set. They are moving on to their 35th regional semifinal in program history. Halter. Marissa Barnes. Madison Skinner, Olawave with the dig.
Great dig.
Chimay again.
That kill is a hard thing to do for anyone. Going in between Asia O'Neal and Molly Phillips, but Chimay read it perfectly. There was barely a split, and she went right for it. Great IQ, great eye, and great decision. 30 swings by Chimay, most by any player on either team. Skinner waiting. Eye off the block. Joust. Sliding in Barnes. Point SMU, but Barnes has had a strong defensive performance tonight. The Mustangs, however, back within 3. Great resiliency shown right here by the AAC champs. Texas dominated the first 2 sets. Mustangs trying to keep their season alive. But a service error right there makes it 13-9. You really want to stay aggressive in a match like this. You don't want to give your opponent a 3-option pass, but you also want to make sure you're not giving your opponents points for free.
Kayla Akana, 126 career aces. Looking for her first of this one. Skinner. Skinner taps it over, sliding in was Cullen. Purdue. Skinner. Olawave going to the floor, but unable to keep it in play. Madison Skinner, kill number 15.
And great effort by Olawave. She was stopped in her base. She committed. She tried to get it back to target. Skinner's just that powerful.
30 kills over her last 5 sets going back to last night. Hitting .483 tonight. Just 1 attack error. Akana. More Skinner. Just today, 5 p.m. Central. Texas plays the winner of that one next weekend. It's looking like that regional semifinal will be in California if Stanford is able to advance. They hit the floor tonight at 9 Central. If Stanford is upset somehow, Texas, if they can hang on to win, would host. No, Jermaine's hoping for that.
And SMU is going to do everything they can to crush Jermaine's dreams. And they're doing what they can at the block right now. They're timing, they're waiting, they're reading. And the coverage for Texas was there, but the block was just that good.
Mustangs showing a lot of resiliency. Ready to serve Olawave, the AAC Libero of the Year. Madison Skinner Deflected high into the stands off Uluwave. Just keep going to her.
Uluwave made the right read, but the platform wasn't facing the right spot. When you're left back, you have to drop your left shoulder, raise the right shoulder, so that perfect angle, that sweet spot, when contact's made, it's going to go to your setter.
Skinner, 16 kills, 2 aces, 2 blocks, and 6 digs. Clean off the floor a little bit here. Texas 13-2 at this gym this season. Possibly the last match here this year. Texas offensively, just right off the bat, been so efficient, hitting .439 right now. Just 4 attack errors all night for the Longhorns. Clothier, 2-time All-American.
That's the fast tempo offense Sam Erger is trying to have her team run tonight. Again, running through the middle. It's all in the serve receive. Everything going right in that play for SMU.
Clothier trying to rally the troops, the veteran from FSU. Charging in is Skinner. Good grief. That is just straight power from the junior Madison Skinner.
No other way to describe that than charging in. At that point, you're SMU, put your helmet on, just get stopped, turn away from the ball, make sure it doesn't hit your face, and just put a platform out.
38 kills in 2 nights for Madison Skinner. Great set from Cullen. Point SMU.
Cullen doing the right thing in that rotation where Asia O'Neill's in left back and Maddie Skinner is in middle back. You want to avoid the right back because that's where the actual DS is. Take advantage of when the middles are playing in the back row for that one rotation.
23 assists for Cullen. She's top 20 in the nation this year in assists percent. Saved by Wheeler. Free ball. Here comes Skinner again.
Look how unique this approach from Skinner is. Watch her feet right here. She's so off balance, and she still can make that kill happen. Look at where the ball lands. Left to your screen. Look at her feet in the air. She can do anything. She's that athletic.
The Skinner show continues. 19 kills. Clothier. Texas can feel it. And SMU calls active streak in the nation. Here we go, off the swindle serve. Clothier with the point.
Great hit by Clothier. Doing a lot of things for her team and bringing different experience, transferring from Florida State. And like you said, she used to touch 10 feet, now she touches 10.5, all within just a few months.
On the night, the leaders in the kills department for Texas, Skinner with 19, Shanae with 11 for SMU. Mustangs running out of time. Halter. Molly Phillips, 20-13.
Shanae read that ball right from Phillips. She committed to the line. The problem was she moved her arms when contact was made. You have to make sure your arms are stopped and pressed back to your setter.
Molly Phillips hitting 500, Skinner 500, O'Neal 462, and Wennis 421. Shanae off the tape. Here comes Phillips again. Texas 4 points away.
Right at your screen, look how high Phillips touches. And if you don't have forehands against her, she's going to go right through that block, and it's going to be a kill.
And probably her final match in this gymnasium. Wheeler. Here comes Skinner. Tools the block. Kill number 20. Back-to-back 20 kill nights for Madison Skinner.
For Texas at this point, experiment. Do the crazy plays, the hits you don't normally do everything to experiment going into that next round.
Madison Skinner, 85 swings in 2 nights. But there is Chimay yet again.
Chimay channeling Skinner. I love the relentlessness from her. She doesn't care the score. She's coming at you even with 6 hands in front of you. She's not going for tips or rolls. She is going for the attacking kill.
Casey Batenhorst, 3 aces. But the service error. Texas 2 points away. Here is Asia O'Neal.
That's a front row. Molly Phillips, Asia O'Neal, and Maddie Skinner.
Halter. Chimay. We'll give her credit. She has battled all night long. Nia Chimay, the senior transfer out of Wyoming.
13 kills. No one else on SMU even has double digits.
O'Neal.
Great dig.
Uluwave. The tremendous dig. Skinner. Here we go. Match point. And here comes Riley Heinrich, one of the 5 seniors, playing here at Gregory Gym for probably the last time in their careers. For a trip to the regional semifinals. The adrenaline flowing. Match point number 2 coming up for Texas. Barnes, Halter. SMU stays alive. Third match point coming up for the Longhorns. Uluwave serving for SMU. And there it is. Texas is headed back to the regional semis.